Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. I want to apologize for my technical difficulties. I finally got my computer working properly, and all it took was for me to restart my computer. So, my apologies. So, I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to get started. Oops. Okay, today we're going to talk about women's health and hormones. Like most of the things I present on, daily habits to live by is what we're talking about, but we're focusing on hormones. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Lisa English. I'm a health coach. I help 35 plus women create, and men, create a healthy lifestyle through eating right, moving their bodies, and living naturally. Okay, so the goal of today's class is to empower you to understand your body and create a healthy lifestyle to live optimally, and to educate you on how easy it really is. Okay, so a few things we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about the wellness pyramid, what are essential oils, a little bit about the female reproductive system, peri and postmenopause, hormones, the endocrine system, foundational nutrition, and clean it up. Okay, so every time I talk to people, I like to show this pyramid because it really gives you some great information. So anytime someone comes to me and they have a health concern, it doesn't matter what it is, I always look at what are they eating, nutrition and digestion, right? How are they moving their bodies, movement and metabolism? What are you doing for rest and managing stress? And what are you putting in or on your body? Okay, so talking chemicals. When we sit down, I like you to look at these and kind of give it a number out of 10. You know, maybe stress is your biggest concern. Maybe it's a number one on your list, and maybe it's bad. Maybe it's a number 9. So then we kind of look at where are the main focuses that we need to um, start so that I can help you. But again, nutrition is huge. Nutrition is where it's at, and it's something that we really need to dig deep into and see what's happening and what you're putting in your body. Today, we are going to talk about a bunch of essential oils. So I did want to give you just a little brief introductory on that, just in case you aren't aware about essential oils. So 3 cool things: they're safe, they're effective, and they're affordable. They're 100% natural and safe. There's no side effects, no addictions. They're extracts from plants with amazing health benefits, and they're certified pure therapeutic grade, pure and potent. And this, when I am saying this, is doTERRA essential oils. Okay, they're super effective. If you actually look at the middle where it says effective and you can see the cell, if you can see the virus on the outside, the purple little bean looking thing, and you can see some bacteria on the inside, essential oils can actually permeate the cell in order to help anything viral. So viral is generally on the inside, and bacteria is generally on the outside where that bean is. So prescription medications can't actually deal with viruses. Doctors tell you to go home, drink lots of water, and it will take its course. But essential oils can actually permeate the cell and get to the virus. So they're super, super effective. So they're more effective than the modern approaches to health problems. And that's mainly because they can get in there to help solve the problem. Super affordable, more affordable than your traditional medical care, pennies per dose, and you could save hundreds of dollars a year in medical costs. So just to give you an idea, I've been doing oils for about 6 years. We've probably been to the doctor once, and that's because I've been able to solve the issues with essential oils. So we are going to talk about those a little more, but I just wanted to give you a quick little introduction on essential oils. There's generally 3 ways we use them: on our skin, we breathe them in, or we take them internally. So we'll get a little more into detail. I wanted to bring up the female reproductive system. We all know, we're all women. We all know this includes our ovaries, our fallopian tubes, uterus, cervix, external genitalia, breasts, which work closely with other systems, especially the endocrine system. So ovaries secrete estrogen and progesterone, which are crucial for fertility, but they also play a key role in women's emotional and physical health. So if our hormones are out of whack and our estrogen or progesterone is out of whack, it is going to affect us enormously. Nutrition and hydration directly impact the production of these hormones. So like everything, I'm going to talk about nutrition because it's super, super important. So peri and postmenopause, I want you guys to think on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being no unwanted symptoms, 10 being out of control symptoms. How is your monthly cycle? I'm not sure if you're in peri or postmenopause, but how are your symptoms? Is this something you're struggling with? So are these areas of menopause difficult for you or perimenopause? So think of hyper and hypothyroidism, adrenal fatigue, difficulty losing weight, mood swings, trouble sleeping, infertility, poor memory, type 2 diabetes. So many people come to me and they could all have different issues, but most often the root cause is the same. So I want you guys to think and maybe make note of what are your issues and what can we maybe tackle. And you might hear something today that can help you. So we're going to specifically talk about hormones: estrogen, phytoestrogen, xenoestrogen, cortisol, and liver health. What is estrogen? Let's start there. So estrogens are a group of hormones that play an important role in the normal sexual and reproductive development in women. They are also sex hormones. So suggested essential oils, if your estrogen is out of whack, it is a ripple effect. Okay, so suggested essential oils could be clary sage because this helps balance out estrogen levels. It's an incredibly effective essential oil for a wide array of hormone imbalances. So whether you're looking for natural relief for cramps or you're dealing with estrogen, whether it's too low, too high, clary sage can actually help support that. So clary sage is actually in doTERRA's Clary Calm roller. This is a pre-made woman's blend roller. This is going to help with hormone balancing, heavy periods, PMS, cramps, hot flashes, and mood swings. For myself, when it's that time of month, I generally only have to use this for 2 days and really only once a day, and it seems to make a huge difference for me. We also want to look at what foods. If your estrogen is low, what types of foods can we be eating to increase these levels? So flax seeds, soybeans, edamame, dried fruit, sesame seeds, garlic, peaches, berries, wheat bran, tofu. When you're seeing that list, I want you to really look at it because it's whole food nutrition, which is super, super important. What are xenoestrogens? This is something that you've maybe not heard about, but xenoestrogens include synthetic industrial chemicals used in solvents, lubricants, and their byproducts. So xenoestrogens are actually found in canned food, farmed fish, certain tap water, plastics, farmed animals, soy, household cleaners, basically anything that has chemicals. You can find xenoestrogen in these beauty products, medications. All these things have these xenoestrogens, and xenoestrogens are not good. So how can we stay away from them? So buy wild fish, filter your water, stay away from plastics, get anything BPA free. These are things we've heard of before. These aren't new. Buy local meats, buy products that are clean, right? Household beauty, personal care products. Make your own, or buy something that is clean. The EWG app is amazing. You can go through your house and figure out what is toxic and what you need to replace. Think organic as often as you can. Eat whole foods. Stay away from processed packaged foods because there's chemicals in there, and that's where xenoestrogens are found. Use essential oils to replace medicines as often as you can. Drink lots of clean water to flush your system. So this photo right here, if you can see it, my head is in the way on my screen. This just goes to show you. So estrogen is binding to the receptor to send messages to your cell. Xenoestrogen is actually fake estrogen. So it's sending signals, but it's sending wrong signals. And so these xenoestrogens are killing off your good estrogen. So anytime you have those chemicals in your body, it's killing off the good. So this is why removing toxins is so, so important, because really what it's doing, it's killing cells in your body. It's killing all these good things that we need. And guess what happens when your estrogen is low? Sorry, I'm just going to switch screens here. When your estrogen's low, everything gets affected. Okay, so phytoestrogens, another one you might not have heard about, but phytoestrogens are estrogen-like compounds derived from plants. So these are actually good things. So phytoestrogens are good things that we want. So suggested foods you want to eat: flaxseed, soybeans, edamames, dried fruit. This is the same list. Funny thing, eh? So this is foods that are naturally high in phytoestrogens. Phytoestrogens are good. If you are lacking estrogen, phytoestrogen can be a replacement. So it's a natural form of estrogen-like therapy. It's not actually estrogen, but it's very, very similar, and it's going to benefit you in so many different ways. It assists to balance not only your deficiency if you're low in estrogen, but it can also access a harmful estrogen metabolites. So those xenoestrogens, the phytoestrogen, it can actually kill off the bad xenos. So it's something you want to make sure that you have. Minimizes unwanted symptoms associated with the menstrual cycle or menopause, and contains genistein, a fermented soy extract that promotes healthy breast tissue and brings balance to hormones in both men and women. So this is a complex that doTERRA made, and it's called the phytoestrogen complex. And so it's a natural form of estrogen. So if you are struggling with estrogen and your levels are low, this is something natural that you can take to help increase your levels. And just like some of the foods, right? These phytoestrogens are found in foods. So if you're low and you focus on eating certain foods, you can really benefit your hormones. Okay, what is cortisol? So cortisol is the primary stress hormone. Increases sugar, also called glucose. It's in the bloodstream, enhances your brain's use of glucose, and increases the availability of substances in the body to repair tissues. Cortisol also slows functions that would be non-essential or harmful in a fight or flight situation. Stress hormone. When your estrogen is a mess, most often it's because you're cortisol. So when you are stressed, your cortisol levels go crazy, which then affects your estrogen. It's all a ripple effect. So suggested essential oils to use to help with cortisol is lavender, myrrh, frankincense, and bergamot. And then suggested foods: magnesium-rich foods, almonds, dark leafy greens, brown rice, tofu, peas, beans, bananas, avocados. These play a role in energy production and support the stress. Sorry, my screen again is in the way. The stress adaptive hormones, as well as cortisol metabolism. So again, if you're eating whole foods, specifically the ones below, it is going to help benefit your cortisol. So how can we maintain good cortisol levels? Which is basically, how can we manage stress? So stress can play a huge role in how we manage our daily life. So it's important to get it under wraps. Stress increases our cortisol levels by 9 times. High cortisol means low estrogen, means all those yucky things: weight gain, right? Not sleeping well. So many things. So how can we manage stress? Simple things: take deep breaths, eat healthy, well-balanced meals, exercise, get plenty of sleep, avoid excessive alcohol, use calming essential oils like our adaptive system and our rose essential oil. Rose is amazing. It's an emotional balance oil, boosts your libido, promotes openness and confidence. And if you apply it to your lower abdomen, it actually relieves from menstrual discomfort. It promotes regular ovulation as well. So managing stress equals good estrogen. right? Good cortisol. So it all plays a role. And when one is off, guess what? It goes down your whole endocrine system and messes up more than you know. So let's talk about the endocrine system then. So directly involved in growth and development, metabolism, nutrient regulation, and overall homeostasis of your body. So this is a system of glands that produce and send hormones to targeted organs and tissues. Ooh, my goodness, and tissues via your circulatory system. So essential oils can be very beneficial since they are circulated in the same way and profoundly benefits the cells they encounter in the process. So I want you guys to look at the endocrine system. All these little names here get affected when we have stress, when our hormones are out of whack. And our hormones are out of whack because something is happening with one or more of these areas. Okay, so let's talk thyroid. Thyroid is awful. And it's one of those things, as we age, it seems to be more common in people over 40. So it's not a life sentence to have thyroid issues, and I am proof of that. But your daily habits are critical in improving your thyroid. So check your nutrition, check your stress levels, make sure that you're drinking enough water because these all play a huge role. I was diagnosed with thyroid about 5 months ago. I've been doing my Faster Way to Fat Loss program for 4 months, and I've been using these essential oils for my thyroid, and I've been taking my bone nutrient and my phytoestrogen, all of these supplements, and making sure I'm moving my body. And guess what? My thyroid problem is gone. So I actually roll these essential oils on my body every single day. My daughter does the same because she has thyroid, and we've been able to manage our thyroid. I think for myself, just changing up my food just slightly made a big difference, as well as fasting. Fasting repairs your cells, right? It rejuvenates your body. So it's like it resets everything. So each day you're starting fresh. So it's repairing those cells and, giving you another chance the next day to improve, to make it better. So these are some great suggestions. Adrenal support. A lot of women have adrenal issues, lack of energy, stamina, all those things, right? Stress can cause this. There's so many different things that can cause this, but here's some suggestions on how you can fix them. So apply Magnolia to your adrenals twice daily. You can take 2 capsules of Mitotemax twice daily as needed. This is just an energy complex that can help just make you feel better. In the afternoon when you're feeling sluggish and you feel like you need a coffee, this Mitotemax actually helps you so that you don't need to have the coffee. Adrenal support foods. Food, everyone. The key thing we keep talking about, vitamin E, avocados, hazelnuts, almonds, seeds, spinach, asparagus. All the foods we're talking about are whole food nutrition. You don't see me saying, go get a bag of chips. We are feeling crappy. We are having adrenal problems. We are having thyroid problems. We are having all these different issues, part and parcel because we're not eating properly. Yes, we're aging, so things change and our hormone balance, right? So we really need to look at the root cause and figure out how we can support our liver, our thyroid, our adrenal glands, and how we can make sure our cortisol, our estrogen levels are all where they need to be. Because when they're all where they need to be, that little photo of our body and the whole endocrine system, guess what? It's going to be working properly. So liver support, suggested foods, turmeric, cruciferous vegetables, beets, green tea, citrus fruits, garlic, carrots, apples. Every single morning before I have coffee, I have a drop of lemon in warm water, and this detoxifies my body, okay? And then I have a big glass of water with it, okay? Super, super important. It starts off my day right. It actually helps balance my hormones. And if your liver is functioning properly, your hormones will be doing quite well. Foundational nutrition. So let's talk lifelong vitality. Who here takes supplements? If you are not supplementing and you are over 30 years old, you should really consider doing it, because foundational nutrition and hormone balance, energy levels, all these things, we can't always get from our food, no matter how healthy we eat. And that's just because of our environment, right? So we're still lacking some nutrients, antioxidants, anti-inflammatories that we need to supplement. So this supplement pack is amazing. It has everything that you need. And right there, it could drastically change how you feel, how your hormones are. So cleaning it up. These are just some photos of some natural products with doTERRA, you know, skincare, personal care. You've got your shampoos and conditioners, and you've got some cleaning supplies and, you know, toothpaste and things like that. These are simple things that you can replace. It doesn't have to be with doTERRA. You can make a lot of this yourself with some simple ingredients, but a clean brand, Beautycounter, Neora, doTERRA, those are my top 3 favorite product, like companies that I use for clean products. I can get most of my stuff from doTERRA, but there's certain favorites I have, right, that I like to use from other companies. But you just have to understand and read labels. You just have to know what's bad and what's good and go from there. These are simple things that we can do. You don't have to buy them all at once, but start swapping things out. When your laundry soap is empty, go find a cleaner brand. You know, when your toothpaste is empty, go try something new. doTERRA just came out with a new spearmint one. It's actually really nice. I actually stopped using doTERRA. I ran out before my last dentist appointment, and she was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "You have so much tartar on your teeth." And I'm like, "It's just because I ran out of my On Guard toothpaste. So I went back to it. It's just because there was no supply. There was something wrong with the shipment. And so I had to buy your usual Colgate." And just simple things like that. Removing toxins. I'm going to stop sharing here and just kind of give you a little summary. So a couple things we want to make sure that we're looking at is your estrogen levels. If you're not sure, you can get tested for this to see how your levels are, because maybe that's your problem. Your cortisol levels, all your hormones, thyroid, adrenals, all of these things play a huge role. And if one of them's out of whack, it is a ripple effect, and it is going to wreak havoc on your body. So you want to understand your body. You want to know where your levels are so you can get that through blood work. You can ask your doctor. There's lots of little different ways that you can find results like that, but it's super important. Either way, you need to be eating properly, you need to be exercising, and you need to be knowing what you're putting on and in your body, okay? Because it all plays a huge role in how your hormones react and how you're feeling. And as we age, things change. So we have to relook at what we're doing and maybe alter it slightly. So I know that was a lot of information. I can definitely sit down with anyone who has questions, since we weren't able to do this live tonight because I was having computer problems. But please let me know if you have any questions, how I can help. And just remember, you don't necessarily have to do everything at once. If you want to, I mean, it's definitely an option, but small changes can really make a difference, right? So start with something. If you want to start with eating properly or eating better, let's go there. If you want to look at removing toxins, we can talk about ways to do that. So reach out, let me know how I can help, and thank you so much for watching.